Oh, hello there.
Foolish little girl, you're going to lose because I rhyme tight when I follow an personified force of creativity. I was going to say that. Quiet! Stop robbing me of my rhymes before I get to them! Only I may ride this lyrical flow, got it? Russia! Time. I hope your loved ones are ready to cry, because in a few moments you're going to. That's as bad. My robots will reduce your skin to gelatin, leaving nothing but a gleaming white.
If bad rhymes were deadly, you'd be invincible, Ram.
Let's see how you handle this one. You thought you were a knight, but you're a knave, and I'm gonna send you to an early death hole. I was getting there. I was gonna get there in 1 second. I'll try to not let it go to my head that I am the reason you'll soon be resting in peace.
Dad! How are you so bad at this?
This is the rhyme that's going to end your time here in Random. My parents wanted me to be a goat herder, but I'd much rather be an even, Silence! I was going to think of that eventually. I hope people won't think you're too shoddy when they discover that you're dead.
Look it! You're embarrassing yourself!
My robots will reduce your skin to gelatin, leaving nothing but a gleaming white,
Barbed wire deadly! Yippee invincible, Ram!
To me, you're just an annoying butt, and my...
My bad. Mind went to a dark place there. This is what actually happened.
Foolish little personified.
Over there!
I hope your loved ones are ready to cry, because in a few moments you're going to... That's as bad... I hope people won't think you're too shoddy when they discover that you are dead.
Body! You're embarrassing yourself!
Let's see. You thought you were a knight, but you're a knave. And I'm gonna send you to an early... I was getting there. I was gonna get... I'll try to not let it go to my head that I am the reason you'll soon be resting in peace.
Dead!
This is the rhyme that's going to end your time here in Random. My parents wanted me to be a goat herder, but I'd much rather be an even... Silence! To me, you're just an annoying butt, My robots are gonna tear out your guts! Yes, your guts! Ah, ha, ha!
Overhead, I see!
My robots will reduce your skin to gelatin, leaving nothing but a gleaming white.
If our rhymes were deadly, you'd be invincible, Ram. Over there! Let's go!
No, I won't go back. I can't go back. It's not fair. Back you go, my friend.
The colossal and terrifying upside-down mayor was now stored inside a different and nicer mayor's head. Even and Dicey had done an excellent job, and I was doing an excellent job narrating it. Not that they'd ever realize. Even was learning the world was even stranger and more threatening than in the stories her mother told her. But she was also learning that she didn't have to face it completely alone. Now, all Even and Dicey had to do was return the eyes to Seymour. With his vision restored, he'd be able to give Dicey his third pip, which would be all they needed to open that infernal, mysterious gate to Three Town. They'd made it. Even and Dicey had survived, and what's more, defeated Royam, the dark side of the mayor. But the journey was far from over. Sorry, I'll be quiet now. Yeah, I just get so carried away sometimes. It's just so exciting being a storyteller, you know? Right? Okay. Now, I'll be quiet.
It is good to be whole once again. Even so, he is still a part of me, just one that had grown beyond control. Furthermore, I think I've learned mediocre poetry. Thank you for your help, Even. Without him, I'm not the same, but with him, I'm accomplished. He says hello, by the way, Even. He says he hopes to see you again, very soon. He's a part of me, and I can't just throw that away. Even, may I give you some advice? Don't ignore your dark side. It's a part of you that festers if you don't address it. And in the right hands, it can have some productive uses. I'll represent the people of my town. I'm shutting down the moon building project. It's the least I can do. From there on, we shall see. We move forward as a united city. There's more than one path ahead of us. But the people of this great town have always been good at dealing with multiplicity. As time goes forward, we'll all merge back together. We'll still have split personalities, but that's an advantage. Everyone has a better half. Every half can do something the other can't. Every half helps the other half out. It's the two-town way. It's been a very strange time for us here too, even. But in saving us, you become an inextricable part of that. Wherever you go, a small part of Two-Town now goes with you. And strange is good. Goodbye, Even. You will always have my thanks.
And so, Even went to give Seymour his eyes back. I'm positive he was dying to make eye contact with his pupils once again. Wait a minute. Oh dear. These are terrible. I'll edit them out later.
All bets are off when you've got a new card from old Manny Dex, Esquire.
Hey, what happened? I heard a ruckus.
Long story. But I've got your eyes, Seymour.
Oh, my peepers and weepers. Oh, I've missed you so much. Much better. And as for those pips, if you don't mind, it just takes a little precision, the utmost finesse, and... Done. Good as new, little buddy. Hey, my pleasure. Thank you for helping me properly see again. I mean, I suppose I could. There is room for more. All over Random there are mythical creatures hiding from the clutches of the Queen. Difficult to find, but they may have some. Keep your eyes peeled, and senses even sharper even. Oh, and remember, all this dice business, shh, it's our secret. So, What are you gonna do now? I know you'll find her even. You found my eyes, and they're probably way smaller than your sister, right? So, there you have it. Well, I wish you well on your next adventure. And if I could give you some semi-solicited advice. Every roll of the dice matters, but not every roll counts. Anytime. Bye, even. I'll miss you, but I'm sure we'll see each other again in far-off places.
All bets are off when you've got a new card from old Manny Dex, Esquire.
The girl was a long way from home, about to enter the land of three. Who knew what adventures awaited her there? The answer is me. I do. I'm the narrator. But for Even and Dicey, the adventure was just beginning. And Even's sister was still out there, somewhere, lost in random.
Home, I guess.
Don't touch that!
You mustn't ever touch that odd. Ever! Never touch it again! Of course, you could never break anything I've built. Nobody could. But you could inconvenience me. And you never want to do that. Anyway, forget it. Because I have something for you, Odd. Something special. That rudeness. That's your Wonder Origins showing. Don't worry. We'll break you of that yet. And it's not a gift. It's something to be earned. But for now, go on, try it. I had it made just for you.
Above even was one of the Queen's royal spiders, the kind that had taken away Odd on that terrifying night. They were the collectors of children who were to become Sixers.
Come on, Dicey! We can't let it get away! Hurry! She's in our sights! Not today, spider monster! You! Oh, wait! Wait! Did you see those robots? What do you mean you've seen bigger?
I always knew I was a sixer at heart. I knew! I'll do all sorts of important work for the Queen while Bernard mops the floor.
Hey, where is Bernie?
Bernard is gone!
A 6-hour child is missing! I repeat, a 6-hour is missing. I can be rewarded. Random rules by the grace of the Queen.
Look! It's Bernie! From back home! Of course we should help him. He'll be eaten alive out here.
The spider seemed impossible to get into at the moment. Oh, but perhaps Bernie would know how to get to her sister. Even knew...
Come on! We've got to find him!
Oh, yes. Time was of the essence. I was done anyway. Freedom was a district tearing itself apart in a three-way civil war. A murdered father, 3 siblings, each suspecting the other of the deed. And a giant battle droid, given to each by the Queen to settle the matter.
Here, mate, let's trade cards. Sometimes I feel like it's my sole purpose in life.
Protect the king! Protect the king! He's in danger! We have to...
Oh, hello. You've made it to Three Town, have you? Be careful here. Those triplets don't mess around. But then again, that just gives you 3 good reasons to buy some cards, eh? I could ask you the same thing. But now we're both here, and that means one thing. Let's trade cards! Let me answer that question with a question. Who could possibly dwell on the past when we've got cards in the present? So, let's trade, shall we?
none who attack the king.
I'm
none of
noble,
them,
you understand.
um,
Heck, most of
where
us here are. This bell belonged to my family, don't you know? It still does, I suppose. It has. I'm noble, you understand. Heck, most of us here are. You're the only one here like that, I assure you. It belonged to the triplets, and before then, it belonged to the Lord our King of Freedom, before his murder. Just so. But I'm a distant relative, far enough to stand outside the daily battles and to not choose a side. You know, I have another distant relative, a cousin of mine, that I haven't heard from in some time. Not since this cursed Civil War started. Last I heard, she was in the Duke's garden, playing nobility, eating cakes, I suppose. If I could see her again, I'd tell her that I miss her, that's all. It's silly, but you never think of the people you care about until they're no longer in your life. And it would do my heart good to know that she knows I do miss her. But it's too dangerous for me to go stumbling around a battlefield. Please excuse me. If I could see her again, I'd tell her that I miss her, that's all. It's silly, but you never think of the people you care about until the...
Bah! I'll make
Fascinating. Fascinating.
To,
Greetings. I'm doing a survey for the Upper Class Gazette. Do you have a moment? Splendid, splendid. I have only one question. Who do you think started this war, turning our lord, their father's castle, into a battlefield? Surely you know the story of the three siblings. Oh, what fun! So, since you're hearing this for the first time, let me tell you about the three siblings involved. There's the paranoid Count up in High Bet Haven to the west. The soft and coddled Duke living in Fogwash Garden to the north. And the duty-bound and tough-as-heck Baroness living out east on Wildcard Hill. Who do you think did it? Who do you think killed their father and started this bloody civil war? That's the sort of opinion that'll make nobody like you. My word, what an...
protect the king! Protect the king! He's in danger! We have to...
Greetings. I'm doing a survey for the upper class. Splendid, splendid. I have only one question. Who do you... Oh, what fun. So, since you're hearing this for the first... There's the paranoid Count up in High Bet Haven to the west. The soft and coddled Duke living in Fogwash Garden to the north, and the duty-bound and tough-as-heck Baroness living out east on Wildcard Hill. Who do you think did it? Who do you think killed their father and A not uncontroversial choice. That's all I need. Thank
Why'd you ask, stranger? What's your motivation in all of this? Oh, how heartbreaking for you. How tragic, you poor child. Oh, heavens no. That sort of thing wouldn't interest me at all. Good grief, spying on people. I make a point of not remembering anyone I see in public. Privacy is very important to me, you understand. What with that paranoid count demanding full reports of everything everyone does every day and all.
Bah! Call me crazy! I've got half a mind what was it? The attack has begun! The king must be saved! What? Identify yourself, stranger! I am Nishka, and I used to protect somebody important, I think. A ruler, maybe? Before the war. Oh, Even, you sweet child. You can't keep clinging to the past. The king's dead and gone now for years, don't you remember? What? How did you know my name? A lucky guess. About what? What? The king! Protect the king!
Oh boy, I can't wait to get back home. But I can't get back home without knowing the way. Or can I? Oh, hey, mister. Do you know the way to one... oh, wow. You want a hug? Okay. Woo, woo. Wow, it's pretty cold in here, and dark, too.
Kids never run around here unsupervised. That's what the Shadow Man ensures. All I know is that if a kid's missing, the Shadow Man's probably got him. The Shadow Man... No, it's enough for me to say. And I shouldn't even be mentioning his name. Bad things happen when he comes near. I won't. But your heart's in the right place, child. Find Margaret and Tuck lurking around here somewhere. She can tell you more. And be safe.
Oh, you are clever, but I don't know him. Nobody does. If you stay a spell, all Margaret and Took can tell you about him. The Shadow Man. He was born in the time of the first nightmare, and he lives on to this day. But not like you or I. He lives in the walls of Mulgrow Alley, and he can always see you. But you can only see him when it's dark. Snuff out the lights in Mulgrow Alley, and you'll find him there, waiting. But be warned, child. It may be the last thing you see. If he were merely a ghost, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Goodbye. I do not think we will see each other again.
even suddenly felt like she was being watched. And to tell you the truth, I did too.
Dicey, over here!
Are you the Shadow Man?
Oh, I have many names, little one.
Okay, fair enough. Have you seen a little boy? About yay high?
Let me think. This one?
Oh, wow, even is that you? I'm so glad to see you. Can you believe that I'm stuck?
Let him out!
He's mine now. I won't be letting him go. I believe you'd call that leverage. No. No, I'm afraid that's not what I do. But I would be willing to trade. Nothing you have, child. And I suspect nothing you can bring me. That remains to be seen. But perhaps you're right. I want the same thing all of us want here. Peace. I want the Triplets' War to end. Oh, I'm not. I'm the creature that moves in the dark type. But people only truly fear things that move in the dark during peace. During war, they are surrounded by greater threats all day long. And so nobody fears the Shadow Man anymore. Life is the greater horror. And they have overindulged, forgotten me. If you want me to give you Bernard, then I want you to change that. I don't care how. I don't care about anything even, except being feared by everyone again. I've watched you. I know you're a dice wielder. I've been around for centuries even. I know more than your mortal world has forgotten. You alone carry the power to affect the arenas and those giant robots. Figure it out, or you will never see your precious Bernard
or any other child I choose to take again. Without peace, there will be no boy, no hope, and you will never see your sister again. For you, there are currently more important questions at stake. Go, even. Bernie's fate rests on your tiny shoulders, and my hunger won't be held at bay forever.
To save Bernard from the wretched Shadow Man, Even had to end Threedom's civil war. It was a hard task, an impossible task, but she wasn't going to let her friend die. The first thing she needed was information. Perhaps some of the locals would be willing to share what they knew.
It's not fair. I can't. I won't. Assassins! Save him! Save the king before... I forget.
That poor woman, completely mad. Have you seen Nishka? That poor woman, completely mad. Oh, it's so sad. A brilliant warrior and protector, but now hopelessly insane.
Who dares attack the king? My blade thirsts for traitors, attackers, devils! You, I remember you. We've spoken before, haven't we? No, I don't remember much, and I'm sorry, what did you want? Oh, with the children. The 3 children, well, something happened. There were sounds from his chambers. Was someone with him? I was his bodyguard, and I ran to look, and he was supposed to be sleeping, but... I'm sorry, it was such a shame, such a... I'm sorry, I forgot what we were talking about. Hello? Do I know you? The children of the king! Such beautiful babies. They grew up into such wonderful young men and women. The Duke, the Baroness, and the Count. Such a gift. The entire royal court was so... The court was so... I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't remember. He's paranoid, capricious, and fearful, but his heart's in the right place. He once accused me of trying to assassinate him just because I tried to get him to finish his vegetables. We all had a lovely laugh about it later. Or at least, I think we did. She's tough as nails, tough as cannons, really. Duty-bound and haughty, but she can back it up. And woe be to those who cross her. She once aimed a cannon at me to stop me from giving her a bath. The only thing that impresses her is war. I wouldn't call him a glutton for life, more of a bon vivant. He loves all the finer things. He's baroque, decadent, you might say spoiled, but I'd say he's really more cultured. He once told me his goal was to eat every animal in the kingdom, all in one single dish. He achieved it a week later and said the dish was as delicious as it was disappointing. Oh, that's very nice. You're a nice young lady. I'm sorry. I'm afraid that these days I don't remember things as well as I used to. I have moments where I can see things so clearly, and then poof. But there have been times where an object reminds me of things, holding an important artifact that reminds me of a person or an event. That could bring it all back. Can you find these objects for me? One for each triplet. That could bring it all back. Oh, and if you could find the murder weapon that killed the king, I could remember that too. I feel certain of it. I'm sorry, find what? What were we talking about? Oh, if only I could remember. That platform reminds me. I'm supposed to warn travelers about something. I'm supposed to say something very, very important. Oh well, it's probably fine, and we should all stop worrying about it.
Dort vor, keis fulg dauf, keis, hages dail, bangais as a del, doi, delvo, dovgaba, blah, blah, dovgaba, doi, del. Der hier, boyra, die, nie, as du, red. Top. Bo, voltvange, der dulnike, beltade, ihr, da bo, as.
Yes, the war zone was no place for most children, but even suspected. Seeing the ease at which Dicey affected the world, Even was surprised to find herself feeling a little bit frightened of him. How could someone so small and innocent contain so much untamed power? And now, Even suddenly felt like she had the world on her shoulders. Could she solve the mystery of the king's murder?
It's the Count! Ladies and gentlemen, the Count has won the roll!
The only thing I can't predict are the rolls of the Queen's dark dice, but everything else I know. Hi there, I'm Tea-Time Tootsie. I used to be our late King's master planner. The Nanny Fortuna, of course. When you're this good, it'd be a crime not to share your skills with the world. Every day I watch the battles and come up with the most thrilling stratagems for the next day. The only thing I can't predict are the rolls of the Queen's dark dice, but everything else I know. Observation, my dear girl, which leads to knowledge. Knowledge, to coin a phrase, is power. I just invent. Every day the dice is rolled, and every day one of the Colossuses moves. Everyone noticed. But what everyone else has failed. Do any of the triples use this information? Perhaps attacking from behind on the day the dice favors them? No, only I see it. By the order of Nanny Fortuna, I am not to work for either of them, although I would be interested in learning more about the triplets for observational purposes only. Tell you what, if you meet them, come back here and describe them to me. There'd be a reward in it for you.
Där är det där borgarna bälte nyhets hurra våld tapp er på vänge och där du bälte er tapp och där du lägger det vänge.
Dicey, over there!
Someone has entered your castle, Your Grace.
I swear, it must be my bloody sister, the Baroness, or my fancy-pants brother who thinks he's so much better than me, sending their assassins to smother me in my sleep. But this Count is awake and ready for you! You hear that, assassins?
Oi, looking to get an invisibility potion, are you? Well, you've come to the wrong place. I've got cards, though.
The Count? I love that guy. You don't? He's great! There's definitely no downsides to the man. Everything he does is so grounded and normal. It's super normal to go even crazier because your imaginary friend Shmoo is missing. It's the Count's friend that has recently gone missing, but any political leader would completely lose their mind about that. It's normal. He's normal. Okay, I gotta go. If we talk too long, someone might think we're conspiring against him, which again, it's great. Can't wait until the Queen...
can hear me. Don't act like I can't be heard. Because that trick has been played on me before, and I know it now. You're here to kill me, aren't you? Help me to die? Bah! War! Have you ever marched out into a battle, little girl? That's exactly what a master assassin would say. Unlike you, mysterious interloper, I have been in battle every day in my mind. You're being obsequious. You're being kind because you want me to let my guard down and then kill me. Kids can be assassins. I've heard of it in stories that may or may not have been based on truth. End it? How can you end it when the Colossus has already moved more than once today? This war is only heating up. What's wrong? Everything! My bodyguard is dead, the war goes poorly, and then well, and then poorly again. And on top of that, Count Shmoo has been kidnapped. Nishka, the only one I could trust besides my father. She disappeared when he was killed, but you're in no shape to replace her, child. She was the whole family's bodyguard. She was great. Or so I thought until she let one of us, not me, kill my father. Of course. Obviously I would keep track of that. Someone took it. A little bird whispered that it's locked up in the head of the broken colossus that used to be my father's. It should be collecting ashes somewhere in the battlefield. Why? Was someone going to use it to assassinate me? Well, good. War bores me. It's just, oh no, this person died. Oh no, this other person died. Bah! Tell me when I've died and then I'm interested. In avoiding it, obviously. The third of his name, yes. He was stolen from me by the vicious Baroness, my meanie of a sister. Shmoo is like a son to me, and I haven't been able to sleep since he was taken. Do this for me, and I shall give you something. How do you like that? Even if she's alive, that leaves my lands undefended and myself open to assassination. Ha! It'll never happen. So that's the deal. Find my plushie, and I'll give you... You know what? Sure, you can have it. It's creepy anyway. It's a black pinky taken from the scene of the crime of my father's murder. 'Tis yours if you recover Shmoo for me. Deal?
The Count was an odd duck, and a paranoid duck too, come to think of it. But Even was now one step closer to triggering Nishka's memories, and possibly, just possibly, ending this war in freedom.
Bold of you to be just running around here.
The Count? I love that guy.
Dagimnat og dasen kneinast keino gau gotakapoin gau en hana dog nainga Gamnarf dasen malmene narmene kneinast og dag norego ksnehena dag okergo dag No, walk the guy. Gnema. Da. Kena. Kusker. Hena. Bak. Da. Keshkamane heno. Kuske. Da. Tokamakora hane. Kamohene. Kai.
Friends, citizens, country compatriots, let yourself eat cake, for now arrives the winner of the role, the Duke.
Poor Even. You still don't know how to say what you want. Hello, Even. You're not asking the right questions. You're still not asking the right questions, but I wonder if you can help me, Even. My sisters. The children of the king aren't the only triplets in Threedom. In the middle of this war, my twins disappeared, unlike you. I feel like a part of me is missing. Can you find them for me? That's not important. You'll know them when you see them. After all, you knew me. If you find them, tell them to meet me at the safe spot, over by the sword bridges. Find us there once we're all gathered, and I will have something for you. You'll find us among the teapots, in the trenches, and under the ground. I hope to see you again, Even.
Sir, 1,000 apologies, sir, but your mid-afternoon cake was burnt in the chef's oven.
A cake flambe? Oh, how delightfully decadent. I'll take the whole thing.
But sire, it's burnt to a crisp.
Ooh, a new flavor I haven't experienced for years. What an amusing diversion. Have chef serve it to me at dinner, and if he refuses, kill him. And then yourself.
Yes, sir.
The Duke certainly lived in style. Oh, it was all a show. And the horrors of war did sometimes bleed through the artifice the Duke had constructed. But if he ever noticed it, he certainly never let it show.
I'm having a ball. Simply a great time.
Oi, Tomás. Oi, Zayde. Bem, sou bem que ideia. Oi, sai do pó. Oi, dois vai que. Vai.
Toka dahnene. Toka skapgo keneha. Tiku remeneinarmi. Ota snenalmin. Taka karbno. Tuika neihnaho. Tole. Taka teine häirne. Ono nei. Ore keimonohana. Korme näinen. Toine. Akete mormanana. Aanike. Tanamas naki. Ratskal näinen. Saakit nonne. Oketo menhillä. Tukine mootskane muonini. Toire menala. Tole. Korme näinen. Tuika neihnaho. Aanike. Tanamas naki. Akete mormanana. Toire menala. Oota, snenalme ratskal näinen. Teine häirne muonini. Saakit nonne. Oketo menhillä. Kaamarat skela hana. Narmnaha. Tseko, menne häine. Ske. Tofko, menne kallin. Okas galo waa. Oma. Skne. Ore keimonohana. Taake menne häireho. Tukinemo lorne kana. Tooket kaapgo keneha. Tiku remeneinanoi. Doka Dachnene.
Del Doi Daf Delfor. Fulg Balaisas Dofgama. Case Dial. I guess Case Boy. Dial. Daf Boy. Doi Del Case Delfor. Black. Fulg Dofgama. Balaisas Case. I guess Fulg.
You may approach. No. This simply will not do. That is not how you greet a duke, child. Leave, and return only when you can...
Hello, darling. You're a long way from home, aren't you? Poor dear. Well, I hope you find what you're looking for. Run along now. Hello, darling. You're a long way from home, aren't you? No, darling. That's not how you address a superior. In this kingdom, whenever you meet someone of a higher station, you must always begin by saying, "Begging your forgiveness, sir or madam." There you go, darling. Now...
You may... What? You make a demand before a proper introduction? No. I leave. And...
At 10, hut recruits, for the Baroness has won the roll. All hail her rule and her rules.
Well, I never.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance, child. Look at you, child. Why, you might as well be dressed in rags. Who are you? And what brings you... Oh, no, child. That is not how you introduce yourself in conversation. You must always curtsy first. Oh, no, heavens no. You want just a slight bob at the end, child. It's always so unseemly when a lady goes down too far and then snaps her head up like a... I'm afraid I wouldn't know about that.
You may approach. Yes. As if anyone of my station would respond to such an leave. And
at you. You're the spitting image of an unskilled laborer. Perhaps a chimney sweep? Child, no. You simply can't address people this way. You must always use their titles. For example, it's a simple matter of respect. Well, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make her drink.
You may approach. Yes. So. Oh. Well now. Finally some respect around here. Well met, Lady Even. What brings you to the company of the Duke, the one and only rightful ruler of Freedom today? Our old bodyguard. Oh, heavens, what is there left to say? She protected us until she didn't. And my dear father paid the price. I haven't heard from her since. She's dead and gone, I suppose. Oh, good for her. I should send her a cake. Only we haven't one to spare, you understand. But no. I couldn't possibly leave the castle. The horrors of war wait outside, child, and I can't have my people remembering them. No, out of the question. I have only your word that she's even alive, and we've just become acquainted. Then again. All right, I, in my infinite wisdom appetites, have decided to do you a favor. I will give you something of extreme value if you will in turn do me a favor first. There is a portrait of me here. Certainly, you've noticed my beauty, my handsomeness, my regal demeanor. I am there with my father, his favored child. However, part of the when we split our lands after my father died, the Count took control over the old royal nostalgia. I'm sure the second half is there, and it proves that I was father's favorite. What other way is there to live? What, as a commoner? We've already got plenty of them, I'm afraid. But there... What is there to say? The dreadful thing drags on, my insolent siblings refusing to give any quarter. But they'll come to their senses at some point. Well, I didn't kill him, if that's what you're asking. I found him dead, with the murder weapon still sticking out of him. Oh, you know how things grow legs and walk off sometimes. Metaphorically speaking. I think one of my lovely spies told me someone locked it up on Father's robot's head. Giant, beastly thing. I'm afraid that robot... Well, I didn't kill him, if that's what you're asking. I found him dead, with the murder weapon still sticking... Oh, you know how things... One of my lovely... Shmoo! The Count's dreadful plush thing? Heavens, I can scarcely recall what we did with it. The Baroness launched it into our territory a few moons back. Heaven knows why. No, I have no My soldiers found it during one of our training marches. I thought it would destabilize him, perhaps lead us to victory, but no, it just made him shriller. We can... Oh, I remember now! When I realized it was useless, I had Shmoo thrown in the cellar of the old castle dungeon. The castle is long gone now, replaced by a battlefield, but the basement may still be out there somewhere. He's yours if you want it. I have no use for something so depressingly pedestrian. Then there he shall rest until the worms eat his... Nothing. He's rubbish, child. You want to dirty your hands with him? In the Nostalgium, on the Count's land, I'm sure that wicked brother...
Now there's the face of a girl who wants to trade cards.
Deals here?
And I
Get
got
your
good
deals
news
here.
for you.
Deals here? Get your deals here. War's good for business. Everybody needs something in a war. That means you can... Oh, why? I mean, jack up the deals on your prices like crazy. Everything must go, kid. I can tell you this much, kid. You'll change your mind. Everyone comes to trade with me eventually. That's the beauty of everybody needs something, and I've got something for everyone. You're darned right. Everybody needs something, and I've got something for everyone.
I'm gonna die in battle soon, and I can say you now.
Cards here. I literally cannot advertise an effect harder than I already am.
War! Welcome to Warriors Training! Way better than that calm breathing, fella! Let's begin by chugging a pint of Zupa juice! No! No hesitation! Now for axe training! Swing wide. Imagine you're chopping down a tree. Imagine you're chopping down. You just murdered your friend with an axe! You're a warrior! Warriors don't think, they war! Now we're working on our battle cries! We need to scream so that our enemies know that we're here! So they can be afraid and they die of. Yes! Finally, let's focus on our motivation! Do warriors need motivation? No! Motivation is for actors! But they do need battle zone inspirations! So think of who you're fighting for. Is it glory? No! Is it one of the triplets? No! You're fighting war! War!
Even wondered what she'd been caught up in.
That concludes Warriors' work!
I've got cards to trade.
The Baroness lived atop Wild Card Hill, a training ground for war, and a home to warriors. It was not a place for children. But then again, thought even, what part of freedom was?
and have his back down. Trade him for a new one with me. I'm many things.
Well, well, colour me impressed. Most interlopers find themselves dead long before this point.
Attend!
How did a child like you make it up here? Ha! A likely story. You must have just snuck past them. Blind chance. At ease, child. Well then, at ease even. Look at you. You're not even old enough to be a recruit. You're soft, aren't you? No, I suppose you're not. You're learning. But you are a long way from home. What can I do for you, even? Simple thing, really, but it requires complicated strategy. One or both of my brothers defeated our bodyguard and killed our father. I don't let that stand, soldier, so I fight. And when I win, they will pay for their transgressions. Not surprised. Nishka's damn tough. And if anyone could survive out there, it's her. She taught me how to win a fight, taught me how to never surrender, taught me the importance of duty. No, that would be a dereliction of duty. She wouldn't be happy to How is she, other than alive? Impossible! I am too busy waging and winning this war. But I admire the courage. Tell you what, even. I happen to own the mighty mechanical arm that once belonged to Nishka. If you can take it, it's yours. If not, it ought to remind her of her failure to protect my father. This arm, it's only... You will fail. You may even die. So... Fight war, soldier. That's what leaders do. And great leaders, well, they win them. My brothers have been a blight on this land for too long. Yes. Suddenly, I think, I found him too late. The murder weapon was still there, but the robot's long since destroyed now. The Queen of All Random had it dismantled after my father died. Ah, Shmoo! You'll have to talk to him. Me lose against a soft aesthete and a shrill maniac? Impossible. Even if they had the sense to ally against me. I would have won today, actually, if only my maneuvers hadn't been interfered. Right. A little girl controls the movements of the giants. Tell me the other one. If that were true, you'd be the most dangerous thing on the planet. And you wouldn't know what power you are wielding. It simply couldn't be true. Can you defeat my robots to claim me?
Even knew what she needed to do to get something that would jog Nishka's memory. Win the most protected treasure in the most militarized kingdom.
I miss my darling.
She knew it would be hard, but she also knew that the chance of ending this war, if indeed she could end it,
I miss
would
my
be
darling
worth
wife so much. Oh, the most beautiful woman you can imagine, with a smile that melts my... If I could just see her again, I'd tell her, if only.
But no game lasts forever, and there came a day when some of Random's grandest champions found themselves hungering greedily for challenges more deadly than had. But defeat comes even to the gifted, and its unfamiliarity leads to wounds even deeper than those experienced. Colossuses moved once again, this time in favor of the Count.